Good morning. I am Dr. Aparna Garg, Professor and Head, Department of Physiology. I am here to present the class today on the topic of cardiovascular system, the cardiac cycle. So, we will start with the class today. Cardiac cycle, as it is said, it is the cardiac cycle means a cyclical event which is occurring throughout the single heartbeat or during one single heartbeat. It begins from the spontaneous generation of the action potential, which is generated as the SA node, which is then transmitted to the AB node, and then through the bundle of his Purkinje fibers you have the contraction. So sequential activation of different parts which ultimately lead to contraction results in the contraction of the heart, which is known as the systole, and then the relaxation. So this cyclical event of relaxation contraction is known as a cardiac cycle. As we all know, the heart rate is averaging between 60 to 90 beats per minute. The average heart rate we take as 75 beats, and so the average duration of a cardiac cycle comes out to be 0.8 seconds. We use the terminologies which we are going to use is contraction pertaining to systole and relaxation as a diastole. In the cardiac cycle, we are also going to see what are the pressure volume changes which are occurring throughout the cardiac events, whether in the atria, whether in the ventricles, in the aorta, in the valvular movements, and also the heart sounds. The cardiac cycle is divided into two parts, the atrial cycle and the ventricular cycle. The atrial cycle comprises of 0.8 seconds because it is going to have the entire atria contracting and the atria relaxing. So the atrial contraction or the atrial systole lasts for 0.1 second and the atrial diastole lasts for 0.7 seconds. And primarily we know that atria acts as a priming pump. In this diagram, I can show you the cardiac cycle, which we can see the atrial systole as for the 0.1 second, then you can have the entire atrial diastole for 0.7 seconds. Simultaneously, the ventricles are also contracting and also relaxing. So you have the ventricular systole as well as the ventricular diastole in motion together. The ventricular cycle comprises of again 0.8 seconds, but here the distribution of ventricular systole and ventricular diastole varies in seconds of duration. Ventricular systole is 0.3, which is further split up into a rapid ejection in an isovolumetric contraction phase, a rapid ejection phase, and a slow ejection phase. And the ventricular diastole, which lasts for 0.5 seconds, it is having the protodiastole phase, the isovolumetric relaxation phase, first rapid filling phase and diastasis, and followed by the second rapid filling phase. If we see this diagram, we have the atria or we have the heart. This can be seen as a contracting phase, and with the dimensions of the ventricular cavity, you can assess that this is a contraction phase and this is a relaxation phase. This is the right atria, this is the left atria, left ventricle and the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, the blood is going for the pulmonary circulation. It's going for the pulmonary circulation and returning back, and from the left ventricle it is going to the aortic or the systemic circulation. Now coming to atrial systole, which lasts for a duration of 0.1 second. It is initiated by the atrial depolarization which is occurring at the SA node, and it contributes to the final 25 ml of blood in each ventricle. So we can see in this, blood has been coming from all the body parts to the right atrium, and blood from the left atrium is being received by the pulmonary vein. Now once this atria has filled up to its capacity, it contracts and the blood is spilled into the right ventricle and the left ventricle respectively, and this leads to the end of the atrial systole. This gives us the end diastolic volume, which is 130, because the ventricular diastole also ends as the atrial systole. Now coming to the ventricular systole, it lasts for 0.3 seconds. We have seen that the blood has entered. Now it contracts. Once the blood has entered from the atrial systole into the ventricles, now the ventricle starts contracting because of the pressure gradient. The valves, they go and close back. So we have the first heart sound occurring at this stage. This is the closure of the valves. Now the cavity is contracting, or is contracting, the ventricle cavity is contracting as a closed cavity, and the pressure is rising because the opening at both ends, that is the AV valve and the semilunar valves, have closed. So once the pressure ranges, so we have the isovolumetric contraction, which is lasting for 0.05 seconds when both the semilunar and ventricular valves are closed. This is that situation. When both the atria and the ventricle are contract, it lasts for 0.4 seconds. When the heart beats faster, the relaxation time shortens and ventricular depolarization causes ventricular diastole. Now coming to the pressure volume changes associated with the changes. How much time? Ventricular filling. Now when we call as the atrial pressure is more than the ventricular pressure. So here the atrial pressure is more than the ventricular pressure, so the AV valves open. When the aortic pressure is more than the ventricular pressure, the aortic valves and the pulmonary valves, they are closed. So this is what is happening in this diagram. You have the atrial systole, blood has come here because the pressure in the atria was more and the ventricles was receiving the blood and the atria was contracting. Then after the atria is now in the relaxing mode, the AV valve will close because the pressure gradient in the ventricles have become more and it will now go back. So to avoid the revert of the blood, it will close and you will have the closure of the AV valves. When the aortic pressure now is more than the ventricular pressure, so the aortic and the pulmonary valves are still closed in spite of the ventricles are being contracted. So this is what we talk about the ventricular filling. Now the second point is isovolumetric ventricular contraction. In the last slide we have seen that the blood is coming from the atria, it is entering the ventricles. Now since the ventricular cavity is filled with the blood and pressure is more in the ventricles, it is not going back or reverting back into the atria as the AV valves have closed. Now why have these AV valves closed? Because the ventricular pressure was more than the atrial pressure, hence the AV valve closed. But here aortic pressure is still more than the ventricular pressure and the aortic and pulmonary valves are still closed. So this is iso means same, volumetric ventricular contraction, and this lasts for 0.5 seconds. This leads to the rise in pressure, which we will see in the next slide, that is the rapid ejection phase. And at this juncture you have the first heart sound due to the closure of the AV valves. Now this is the third phase in the cardiac cycle, the ventricular ejection phase. In the ventricular ejection phase, as the ventricle was contracting as a closed cavity, the pressure went on increasing. The ventricular pressure is more than the atrial pressure, hence these valves are still closed. But as it was contracting as a closed cavity, the ventricular pressure now becomes more than the aortic pressure or the pulmonary pressure. So these aortic valves and the pulmonary valves, they open and the blood goes out and you have the ventricular ejection phase. This is termed in two parts. You have a rapid ejection phase. This is the rapid ejection phase followed by the slow ejection phase, and at the end you have the terminology, or you will get the end systolic volume. So this is the output in a rapid ejection, immediate, and then in a slow ejection phase. At the end of the isovolumetric contraction, you have now the isovolumetric relaxation. As ventricles have pumped out the blood, ventricular pressure is still more, AV valves are closed, aortic pressure is now more than the ventricular pressure, so there will be a regurgitation of the blood coming back. So to avoid that, the aortic and the pulmonary valves, they close, and you have the second heart sound due to closing of the aortic and the pulmonary valves. So if I talk about this diagram, you have the rise, pressure changes in the isovolumetric phase, contraction, then you have the volume changes, that is the rapid ejection phase coming down, the first heart sound, closure of the AV valve, rises the pressure in the ventricles, and then closure of the aortic pulmonary valves, which leads to the end of the ventricular systole and the initiation of ventricular relaxation phase or the ventricular diastole. Now this diagram gives you a single look of what is happening in the atrial systole, atrial diastole, ventricular systole and the ventricular diastole. You can see that the ventricular diastole is overlapping with the atrial systole. So this forms the second rapid filling phase with the atrial systole. We have seen that the atrial systole, you have the blood coming into the ventricles, contraction phase, the ventricles receive the blood. Once the pressure of the ventricle is more than the atrial pressure, they close, producing the first heart sound. Then initiation of the ventricular systole, you have the pressure rising for 0.05 second. Then you have the rapid ejection phase, that is the volume is being pumped out into the pulmonary and the aortic, into the aorta and the pulmonary artery from the right and left ventricle itself. As the pressure of the aorta and the pulmonary vessels they arise, you have the closure of the aortic and pulmonary valve and you have the second heart sound. So this goes on repeating for every second. Ventricular diastole and the atrial diastole, again they are overlapping. So now the heart is relaxing as an open cavity, and with the input of the blood we have the pressure going down and the volume rising. So this cycle is repeated again and again, ejection, volume increasing, coming down. Here you can see the pressure increasing, pressure falling in the ventricular diastole, the atrial pressure and the ventricular pressure are at baseline. The AV valves open, everything opens, here you have the play and coming back. So this is how the cardiac cycle goes on. To coming out to the cardiac cycle, diastole phase and the systole phase. So with this we end in short about the cardiac cycle. Thank you for the patient hearing.